Hi, I'm Scott Smith.
And I'm Tanya Smith.
Welcome to the Turpentine Creek Podcast.
Hi there, my name's Kellen. I'm an intern here at Turpentine Creek, doing the Cat of the Week this week, and I'm here with Brody, it's a male African lion. He's 4 years old, and we actually rescued him in 2007. His previous owner actually got him at an exotic cat auction in Missouri. Missouri is actually the one state in the U.S. that holds the two largest exotic pet auctions in the whole entire country, actually. And that's where Brody was purchased for about $300. The woman bid on him. And she brought him and she took him home to her family. She actually had 4 young children who Brody actually grew up with. It was around 4 months of age when he actually ate the recliner. Because of that, he was put in an outdoor cage, as he was kept inside previous to that. At that time, a lot of people started to notice him now that he was outside. As he got a lot bigger and a lot stronger, the community kind of got concerned about him being living on this property with his family. So it was around that time when more and more people started coming onto her property when she didn't want them to at all hours of the night. So she started to get concerned for her own safety as well as for the lion's life. It's around that time when she contacted Turpentine Creek, and that's when we got Brody here. If you'd like to come see Brody at Turpentine, we're open every single day of the year except Christmas from 9 to 6. So.
Emily McCormick, one of the staff zoologists here at Turpentine Creek, and we just wanted to update you a little bit on some of the progress here on our leopard habitats. Last week we were able to get all the wire up on one enclosure and half of the roof, and we're working on the second enclosure over here today, hanging some of the wire up, and it looks like we're going to be short about 60 panels of wire in order to finish both of these, not including the building, which is going to be their lockdown area on this side right here where I'm standing. Now, we just saw the enclosure area, and this is going to be where the lockdown is, except for inside of a building. The lockdowns will look exactly like the lockdowns in all of our other habitats, which is a 16 by 32 here, except for the leopards, it's going to be inside of a building that's heated and climate controlled for them throughout the winter and the summer. Since they don't get a winter coat, like the tigers and the cougars and things like that, it'll be better for them to be able to go into a heated area if they want. This is the plan for the actual leopard habitats. Here's what we've described as the lockdown building, and this was the enclosure that you saw us hanging the wire in, and this is the enclosure that most of the wire has already been hung except for the roof, and the people rail will go along the outside just as all of our enclosures. And this is the plans for the building. These are the cat's doors going into the habitat, these 4, and these will be 8 by 16 areas inside. We have our doors going into the areas as after they're shifted outside so that we can go in and clean. We're going to put some suspended benches inside of each lockdown area. That way, if it's not their turn out that day, they can get up on those benches and while we clean their enclosures, be off the floor. This is our door entering the building, which will be locked at all times. But we have a 5-foot walkway around each lockdown area so that we can keep ourselves away from the animals and do our proper safety procedures as we walk up to a cage and step back. And we'll be putting a door here actually too, which runs right in the 5-foot span in between the 2 habitat areas for us to walk out and clean the enclosures on the outside. We're also putting a garage door in the back of the building, here and here. That way, you've seen in previous episodes of how we transfer the cats with our little transport trailer that hooks onto the tractor, and we'll be able to open those doors up and drive the transport trailer right up to the doors of their lockdowns to move them into these enclosures before we have the grand opening. This is Veda, one of our black leopards. He's been here quite a long time, and he's 19 years old now, and we would love to see him in a habitat. hopefully by this winter, where he can be warm with a heater and eat grass whenever he wants. Our question of the week this week is about Khaki, the lynx that we rescued. We had a question emailed in wondering how he was doing and when he was going to be out in the compound area for visitors to see. This is Khaki. He's a lynx that we rescued from Texas back about 6 weeks ago, maybe a little bit more. He's been recently moved out of quarantine and out in the compound area where everybody could come and see him. He's adjusting well, a little bit afraid, but he has come out of the den a couple times during the day, just in the last 2 days, so that's great progress for him. He has been putting on weight. We still have him on a Zupreme diet, and he loves salmon, so he eats a lot of that every night. Thankfully, we get that donated through Walmart. But we'll put some more things in here for him to be active as soon as he adjusts well.
You want to give me a kiss under that part?